We'll move on to the Sunday action, the game between two woeful teams, the Miami Dolphins and Jacksonville Jaguars. You'll meet one of the new hosts eventually, Ben, who's a Dolphins fan. This is where movie magic happens, right? And this is how he saw the game go.
Hi everyone, this is Ben from NFL Talking Points, and I was at the game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins in Week 6 in the NFL. The Jacksonville Jaguars won the game. It was 23-20 with seconds remaining on the clock with a 54-yard field goal. Being a Dolphins fan, it was upsetting. But let's start at the beginning of the game when the game didn't kick off yet. And what an atmosphere. Got the train from Liverpool Street to White Hart Lane Station. Very easy. Full of NFL jerseys, everyone wearing their team's colours. And wow, just fantastic to be there. It was so exciting. I had a couple of friends from Miami visiting, and they wanted to see their beloved Dolphins win. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And the Jaguars won their first game of the season with great help with Lawrence and James Robinson. Lawrence is their rookie quarterback, his first season, and it's his first win in the NFL for him. So fantastic, and congratulations to him on the win. And also, well, it wasn't just him that helped the Jaguars win the game. It was James Robinson, probably one of the best running backs in the game, and the Jaguars hopefully will keep getting better. Going to the Miami Dolphins side though, it was good to see Tua back in the Dolphins lineup. He threw over 330 yards for the Dolphins in this game, so great to see him back. Hopefully he will stay fit for the remainder of the season. But going to that 54-yard field goal, wow. What a way to win the game. The Jaguars players, fans, and the whole stadium erupted. It was going mad. It was crazy, so energetic. Not for me. Being a Dolphins fan, I was really upset. As you guys probably saw in the NFL, in the stories on the NFL Talking Points Instagram page. But you know what? It was a great game, exciting, and let's hope for many more NFL games to come and bring them on. Let's get every team down here so every NFL fan can see their team play in London. But thank you guys so much for having me on. Speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for that, Ben. You lost. Unlucky Dolphins. Brad, you were also there. How did you see the game go? And it was good. It was exciting, which was strange.
It was very exciting. I bought a souvenir back with me.
This more money for Daniel Levy.
More money for Levy, but 10 great British pounds. And fun fact, if I can find it, yeah, 10 great British pounds that's just gone towards Harry Kane's wages for a week. Also, a fun fact that I've just read in the programme, because, I actually read programmes. I'm now going to refer to Trevor Lawrence as William Lawrence. If you can see there, his name is actually William Trevor Lawrence. So Trevor must be like his brother or something, but we'll go for William Lawrence in this review. I'd just like to say that actually, it was my first visit to Tottenham and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The area itself, that's probably where I've caught my disease from. But the stadium itself was very impressive, and very impressive facilities, very impressive view. It's a mental stadium. And yeah, so in terms of the day, we sort of got up there about 2.5 hours before kickoff. We sort of just soaked up the atmosphere, really, got a few beers in, and it was a really, really good time. And I mean, let's be fair, the Londonville Jaguars finally got their first win in 20 games. And it was late drama, gave Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer their first wins. It was the Dolphins who started out very strong. It was an excellent opening drive from Tua, who found Dolphins' best player on the pitch by a mile, Jalen Waddle, for 6 yards. The Jaguars then did respond with a field goal from Matthew Wright, who I believe only came off the practice squad on either Friday or Thursday last week.
He was a software engineer up until last week, which is bonkers.
Yeah, bonkers. We'll carry on with the theme with Matthew Wright in a moment. But yeah, Jaguars responded with field goal. Dolphins kicked a field goal of their own to end the first quarter. And the first quarter was 10-3. The second quarter did start off slowly. There was 3 punts in a row, starting off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then the Dolphins got on the board again with another field goal from Sanders. Just before halftime, and this was the momentum swinger. You could feel like in the ground with the Jacksonville fans who came out in strong numbers, to be fair, and the Miami fans who, again, did come out in strong numbers. Just before halftime, for me, was the momentum swinger. And Trevor Lawrence found Marvin Jones Jr., and it was an excellent throw. It was pretty much right in front of where I was sitting. And the catch as well was superb. And that brought the half to 13-10. Not before, just before halftime, the Dolphins then missed a field goal as well. So that was the momentum swinger. And the Jags fans really got up for it in the second half, especially some geezer sitting in front of me with a Trevor Lawrence jersey going, "Go D!" every time the defense was on the pitch, and then the Dolphins just got the first down. I think it was a bit of a clown. I'm going to mention the halftime show because, it's just another shocker, really, to be honest. After muting my TV for H, I wanted to throw myself off, just like the Jacksonville mascot did before the game. There is a video on our Twitter that I did tweet out. More tweets than Disley, so well done to me.
Well done, indeed.
And there was only one word for the halftime show, and that was gash. Not rudimental were not as good as V Festival when I saw him back in 2016. If you know V Festival, RIP, great festival back in the day. Back to the football now. The third quarter started. Jags got all the way down to the 1 yard line in 5 plays. So it was an excellent drive. And if you do follow our Twitter at Talk NFL Points, you will see the touchdown on there because I managed to film it. James Robinson, a fantasy legend for Adam, scored a 1 yard touchdown, and the Jags took the lead there, 17-13. I did feel for Trevor Lawrence a bit because he was impressive, but the O-line just kept constantly collapsing, and he sort of just dragged himself out of the mud. He did fumble the ball, and then what was Tua doing? Tua literally just was like, "Yeah, there you go, Jags, have the ball back," and that was that. And then the fourth quarter came. Dolphins retook the lead when Tua found Jalen Waddle again in the corner. That one was right in front of me, so I did film that one as well. I thought watching live, it wasn't actually a touchdown. It was very close. But I do believe he got over the pylon. And that gave the Dolphins the lead, 2017. The Jags then responded with a field goal to tie the scores at 2020. And we all thought, oh God, another few minutes in Tottenham. Got to get out in the dark. But no, overtime looms. But with 1 second to go, as mentioned, previous software engineer Matthew Wright kicked a 53-yard field goal, which is also on our Twitter, to win the game for the Jags. And as mentioned, William Lawrence got his first win. Urban Meyer got his first win. And to be fair, it was a great day out. I like, if you are into the NFL and the American football and you are a UK-based fan, whether you hate Daniel Levy or not, hashtag Enoch out. I would urge anyone to buy tickets for it though, because it's a good experience, whether your team is playing or not. Like, all 32 jerseys are represented. All 32 teams jerseys, are represented. And it was a good day out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just a couple of stats: Trevor Lawrence, 319 passing yards. Obviously he got his first win, so it was probably his best game that he's played so far. Jalen Waddle was Dolphins' best player by a mile, 10 targets for 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. And James Robinson as well, also a very impressive game. I do believe he got voted man of the match within the stadium. Yeah, 73 rushing yards and 28 receiving yards, and a touchdown win there as well.
Yeah, I must pat myself on the back. It was the greatest. I think it's one of the greatest predictions I think I've ever made in my life that the Jaguars would win. They, 20 game streak they snapped. And like I say, I was a software engineer who won it for him. I thought Tua's interception was probably one of the worst throws, barring Patrick Mahomes, which we'll talk about in a minute. Chiefs Washington, but yeah, it's one of the worst interceptions or throws I've ever seen. Like it was 20 feet plus off of his man, under no pressure.
It was literally it was under no pressure. It was bizarre. And the thing is, the Jacksonville defender wasn't even marking anyone. I don't even know what Tua was looking at, to be honest.
The defender was literally standing there on his own, and the guy Tua throws it to him. And he's like, "Thank you, I'll have that."
It just gave William Lawrence the ball back, and that's where I do believe they got their 1 yard touchdown from Robinson in the end.
Yeah, punished them.
But yeah, I mean, for the Jags, I mean, I highly doubt this will be sort of, we won, let's go on a winning streak, because it is the Jags. But the Jags are the type of team that will go 0-16 in America and then have their London win, like Londonville Jaguars for a week, and they got the win.
I mean, that is exactly what the Jaguars are. I'm still surprised Urban Meyer's in the job after everything that's gone about. If it wasn't for John Gruden and his dodgy emails, he would already be out of a job. But he's lucky. He's avoided the headlines so far. But good win. And, just shows you how bad the Patriots were against Dolphins, that the Patriots lost that game against the Dolphins. Dolphins only winning the season. You must feel good, Adam, with that.
I feel absolutely brilliant about it. It doesn't bother me at all. Really, I've really got nothing more to add. It's that bad.
I had to get it in there. There's no reason for me to mention it whatsoever, but why not?